Hello, I'm so happy to be making this kind of video after a really long time. Today we are going to be listening through to Louis Tomlinson's newest album, How Did I Get Here? So I've always kind of really loved Louis Tomlinson, even back in like the One Direction days, and I wanted to give this album a listen because his two albums have been really good. Alright, let's get started. The interesting thing about the songs that I love that right now are a lot of them are very like lemon related, but they have two different meanings. Lemonade is very romantic, and Lemon by Kenshi and Azu is very grief based. So I just find that funny. I really love the song. It has a nice beat. It's reminding me of like songs that are a bit older, though I can't really place the decade. I really like that song. This one's called Palaces. The guitar riff is very nice. I see what Louis Tomlinson said in his interview that he did. I forgot the name of the person that he did the interview with, but he did say that he felt like he was in a better place to write happier songs. That I can see that here in this album. It's really amazing to see. It's very upbeat and very lively. Solid song. The next one's called On Fire. The synths are really amazing in this song. I wonder if the song has a music video because this one's giving me like a vibe of running a desert and then like there's a blazing building behind it. The next one's called Dark to Light. Oh, I think this one's gonna be a sad song. I think this is a grief-driven song. I understand it. This is a very sad song, but I quite like these types of songs. Okay, that's actually a sad song. I need 10 minutes. It has been more than 10 minutes. In fact, it is 12:08 a.m. Also, I realized that unfortunately, my Spotify was on shuffle, so it was not going in order of the songs in the album, which is amazing. So let's go to actual song number 3. Since we already did Lemonade and On Fire, let's listen to Sunflowers by Louis Tomlinson. I really like this song because it is talking about how sunflowers like a symbolism for positivity and joy. So take me to where the sunflowers are hiding. They always turn their head towards the sun, right? So even if times are difficult, even if times are hard, I want to still see the brighter side. And I think I resonate with that a lot as someone who is also an optimist in spite of everything I've been through. Yeah, for the most part, I am still pretty, like, I would like to think I still have a pretty, like, sunny side up point of view towards life. I really like the line, "Hope we're not too broken to escape," because I also feel the same. Like, I hope that in spite of, again, like I was saying, like in spite of all of the hard things and all of the trauma that I go through, I hope that I can still do good and I can still bring some kind of joy to other people's lives. Very good song. Very chill. It makes me feel like I want to drift off in the middle of nowhere, which I guess is kind of the vibe, at least of like the first part of this album. I know there's some sadder songs later on. I'm looking at the album list and I'm kind of nervous because I see a lot of I see the positioning of Dark to Light where it originally was, and I'm like, I see the song surrounding it and I'm scared. But that's a little bit later. We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. Let's play the next song. Next song is called Lazy. So I get it, we're still in that like drifty, like you're lying down on a pool floaty and you're drifting on a lazy river. I feel like I'm gonna get that vibe. And now it makes sense. The positioning of Palaces coming after Lazy. It makes sense because Palaces, like I was saying, it's very lovey. It's very like catchy. It's very upbeat. So coming after two really chill songs, it's actually kind of perfect because it kind of like it wakes you up. I'm not really sure how to explain that feeling, but it's a very upbeat song. It's like a party song. It's like you're partying, which is the high of being in love, by the way. So it's just perfect that Palaces comes after Lazy. So the next song after Palaces is called Last Night. Right off the bat, this is very upbeat also, just like Palaces. It's a pretty upbeat song, and what I'm seeing of the lyrics so far, it looks like it's a happy song. I'm terrified. I'm terrified because it could just seem happy but not actually be happy. I love this song. I love this song as a resident hopeless romantic. This song is gorgeous, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like, here, I'll read some lyrics. Another second closer to you, while your eyes keep on talking, a silent language unfolding. It's beautiful because my favorite way to flirt with people is subtly. Like, I like to mirror other people's language. I like to look at them. I like to make more eye contact, things like that. I know not everyone can pick up on signals like that really fast. I can't. So that's usually just how I am at first when I'm shy and I'm not sure how close we are yet. And I want to confess to you. But then when I figure out that we're actually like pretty close and I'm confident to tell you how I actually feel, I will actually tell you, hey, I like you. I haven't done that in years though. I'm always so anxious and afraid when it comes to love. And I think this song really kind of mirrors that actually. I don't know if that's a synth or a guitar, but there's a really pretty sound that sounds like a tingling feeling, and I'm obsessed with that because it's like my heartstrings are being played, and I'm sure that is an intentional choice on Louis Tomlinson's part because he thinks about meaning and things like that from what I know, but it's just beautiful to actually hear the sound as I'm listening to the song, just to hear feelings, if that makes any sense. Okay, oh my god, that song is so beautiful. But this next song scares me because it's called Broken Bones. And I'm terrified. This is the song that comes before Dark to Light. And Dark to Light is absolutely sad. So this song must be leading up to the sadness. Okay, here we go. I am bracing myself. Dark to Light hurts even more because this song says, I broke my bones, but fuck it, I'll do it all again with you. And then Dark to Light says, would it have turned you dark to light? Why? Okay, I really wish Spotify hadn't just done a random and shuffled everything, because the impact that the order of this album has is important. This is why this is why you listen to songs in the order that they are in the album. At least I do. I'm like that. I listen to them in order. I don't like it when Spotify is just like shuffle. Oh my god. Okay, that hits different. I feel this pit of heaviness where I feel like I have to listen to Dark to Light so I can get the catharsis of actually crying. I feel like Dark to Light an important song that sits right in the middle of this song and Imposter, so I'm going to go listen to it exactly where it's intended to be. I was afraid to say this because, I don't know, like, I wasn't really so sure if it would be right to say this, but is Louis Tomlinson writing about One Direction? Especially, like, Liam's death and everything. Like, is that... I mean, I'm sure this all came out and got produced before Liam died, but I don't know, just a thought. Jesus Christ. I just straight up dissociated because I started thinking about, like, grief and other really sad things. Because this song is very sad. And it's really hard to listen to this song at 12 in the morning. I'm on meds, so it's really difficult for me to cry unless I'm extremely anxious, but this song is making me feel a lot of things. Oh my goodness. The next song is called Imposter. I think a lot of people really like this song, so I want to feel what this song is like. Right off the bat, it's extremely jarring because the song before it was sad, and then suddenly it's like dun, 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 dun. I can't do the beat exactly, but it's got some really hard-hitting beats. It kind of takes me out, but at the same time I'm glad it takes me out because I don't really want to end up in a dark place. Guys, it's about imposter syndrome. So the chorus goes, I think there's a stranger in my bed, my heart's beating faster, I can't get the feeling out of my head that I'm the imposter. Hello? Imposter syndrome, literally. Maybe it's because it's 12:38 a.m. But this song is kind of tearing me apart low-key. But it's also reminding me of why I've always really loved Louis Tomlinson. I think especially, like, I mean, I loved him in One Direction, like, funny guy and everything. But I really love his solo artist journey because his lyrics are very real. They're always like raw and honest, and I really like that in an artist when songs are incredibly like honest and you can tell that there's feelings in them. I don't know if it makes any sense, but there are some songs like this one, like Imposter, like Dark to Light, where I can sense the feeling. Palaces too, where I can really like sense the feeling. It tickles the part of me that wants to feel but is afraid to, and it's helping me name emotions that I forgot that I feel. Anyway, the next song is called Sanity. I have been drifting off as I'm listening to this song. This song is understimulating me and overstimulating me at the same time. Maybe it's because it's 12:42 a.m., but I definitely think this song is my antidepressants. like I don't feel sad, but I also can't really feel anything. The next song is called Jump the Gun. I don't know how much of my awkward dancing I kept in, but this song is so good that it really got me dancing everywhere. Lyrically, I guess it's catchy. It is pretty catchy, and like Don't Jump the Gun repeatedly does get tiring to hear, but I get it that Louis the way he's writing it is trying to constantly drill it into his skull, not to react impulsively to liking the person he is talking about. And I get it that when you're trying to drill something in your head, you have to repeat it like 10 million times. So that's what that is. But it's just that for me, it kind of hurts my head a little bit that "Don't Jump the Gun" was repeated like 12 times in the end of the song. I fully lost my mind. Like, what do you mean that's the only lyrics? Can we have more lyrics, please? But that's just me personally. That's a personal preference that I have. Maybe for other people, repeated lyrics is easier because then you can just memorize it easier. Anyway, the last song of the album is called Lucid. Guys, again, I don't know if it's because it's 12:49 or if it's because this song is very relaxing and calm, but I literally fell asleep. I was just drifting off and I was so relaxed. I feel like I'm actually dreaming when I listen to the song, to the point that I can't really process the lyrics. It's just this really chill lullaby like tune that kind of like lures you to sleep, something like that. It's very relaxing, so I guess it's a perfect like end song in that sense. Guys, this song is so beautiful, relaxing, and calm, especially the way it ends with "I'm okay," and then it just drifts off into just instruments. It's perfect. It's like the perfect cup of chamomile tea for calming a person down. I think it's really good. I don't know. It's giving me chills. So yeah, overall thoughts. I really love this album. It's new music, so it's a little bit different from what I usually listen to because I've just been listening to a lot of J-pop. So of course this is going to be different. But I love this kind of different. I love just how futuristic and alien it feels, but at the same time how it's just comforting. Like, it satisfies my need to drift off and just float into the space. But also there are these really meaningful songs that hit very hard, like Palace, I forget the title, but that song, it feels like a party. It feels like you're high, you're having fun. And then Dark to Light just, like, it feels like a heavy stone weighing you down. Again, I have always loved Louis Tomlinson because he is able to capture feelings in his songs. And not every artist knows how to do that. Some artists, it's just like the beat, it's just like then there's no meaning. Louis Tomlinson's songs have a lot of like substance and feeling and meaning. It's the same thing I get when listening to like older Taylor Swift songs, not the new ones, but it's of a similar energy, and also the same kind of feeling I get when I listen to Luke Hemmings' individual album. It's so beautiful. It's just floaty and sweet. And I'm going to go to bed because it is 1 a.m. and I am genuinely feeling like I'm going to start lucid dreaming. But thank you so much for watching. I don't really know how much of this is proper content, but I had a lot of fun making this video. Like, I wasn't trying to pull teeth, so maybe I should actually listen to albums that I'm really looking forward to, and not albums that I'm, like, kind of skeptical of right off the bat. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.